day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child, but I have 3 other kids. We have one kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing of McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids? You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Lisa, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Lisa,
them are his siblings
Lisa,
though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating no McDonald's. Why do I gotta put...
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring... So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound f***ing dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other... You had them other kids. They're your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
McDonald's. So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all then. He can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the f? You all like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
For you to have the audacity to think that just because you had a child with somebody that he's supposed to take care, now the baby daddy has to take care of all of your kids when he brings food. No. You don't go to his job. You obviously don't work. You say you're living off food stamps, first of all. So that's a you problem. Maybe you should go and figure out how to get a job. Like there's women out there with multiple children who find time to get a job and find time to work because it's what they have to do in order to pay their bills. They don't rely on the people that they had children with. Now, as far as the dude, this is why I be telling guys, you go out there and you want to philander and you want to do all of this stuff. And this is what happens when you don't choose wisely. This is what happens when it's not the right one.
Yo,
you go out and you pick somebody a little crazy.
This girl, when I watched this video the first time, my blood boiled, bro. I was just like, yo, why don't you clearly you're just a fucking baby factory. Why don't you close those doors? Because you ain't got no employees even working in your baby factory. When this guy says, wait a second, you want me to spend my money on other people's kids? Hey, here's a question. When they come and drop shit off, clothes, food, or otherwise, are they bringing my kids shit? Because if they are, maybe we could, they're not. Because you have low rent pussy, therefore you F low rent niggas, excluding present company. Because I'm here taking care of my kid. The nerve of this woman. Yo, I would have boxed her right in her fucking face. In fact, you really know what I would have did? I would have took out my phone and I would have filmed her. Because listen, I'm praying to God this is a clout thing. I believe there are some women out there, or at least one that's this toxic, and this might be her, but I'm praying this is a clout thing because I don't understand why he didn't take out his phone and expose her. You have 4 kids, you're living on food stamps, and you're mad because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a father and feed my child, and I'm not feeding I didn't fuck these other people. The babies didn't come out of me.
You know, it's
I would
funny.
expose her too.
I'm trying to figure out. You know, it's funny. This is probably not. It's not even really important. But like, is the kid that he had, did that one come first, or was that one after? Like, I'm trying to figure out the order of the kids that was had, because if he had this one first and then these ones came after, then the audacity level is top notch. But I'm talking about if he knew that she already had these kids, if she already had these kids, right? And you go into the situation with this broad and you know this is the type of female that she is, whatever. You go in, you have unprotected sex with her. Now she gets pregnant and she has your kid. Now you're in the same situation. Who am I supposed to look at as the fucking idiot in that situation, right? Because as much as I want to be mad at the lady, it's too obvious to be pissed off at her. At this point, you got to look at dude, especially if she already had some kids before, which it sounds like from the conversation
she did.
is the case. That's what it sounds like based on the way that they're talking.
What
that
does
she
that
already had these
but
kids.
what does that have to do with him
Because
taking care of kids that's not his?
Because you have to understand the person that you're getting involved with. There are females out there who would be in the same situation, who would not have a problem with what he's doing. He's taking care of his own child. They understand that their other baby daddies have to take care of their children. There's women out there that get that do understand that. But there's women like this as well, who, because they choose not to work, because you want to sit on your lazy fucking ass and not get a real job and rely on everybody else, you thought that you were Black China. And you're going to go out there and have a bunch of kids, and now the baby daddies are going to pay you all of these monies, and you're going to get all of these fees from the government, and you're going to be living large and living life. And that's just not the way it fucking goes in real life. That's just not the way it goes, because unfortunately, these guys got to be making money too. And it seems like there's one baby daddy, because she says, you always come here. You always come here with food only for the one child. So it seems like there's one baby father who decided to take care of his kids. And thank God, at least one of them decided to stick around. Now, as far as the other three, that's a you problem. That's your issue that you got to deal with, because you decided to go and lay down with whoever else you wanted to go lay down with for whatever reason. And remember, you allowed these niggas to nut inside of you, huh? I feel like females forget that shit. You knew that you were fucking him without no condom, first of all, and then you allowed him to nut inside of you. When you did that, and then you had the kid, it's both of your responsibilities. It's not, oh, now I got this nigga for life. That's not how it works. So get that out of your head, man. Get this Black China mentality out of your fucking head.
Imagine none of the baby fathers were involved in the kids' lives, and she would just go knocking next door, total stranger, knocking next door and be like, "Hey, man, I have kids. You need to feed my kids." They'd be like, "Wait, what? They're not my kids."
But they're your neighbor. They're your neighbor's kids.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous.
But
it's not my kids. But they're your kids' siblings.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
This is how she's thinking, right? So, the other thing too that really pissed me off is she's like, "Wait a second. So I'm supposed to let this kid eat? What kind of person would I be? I'm supposed to let this kid eat in front of his and they don't have food? It's not his responsibility. You're the mom. A mother still has to provide." Okay, and whatever. I'll leave it at that. The only thing I wanted to say, the last thing I wanted to say, rather, I want to be honest.
Nigga, you need to point out that if you can't afford to get your kids 3 burgers and a side of fries with some drinks from McDonald's, you got bigger fucking issues. You got bigger issues in life that you need to deal with. That's the problem. If you're looking at him like he needs to be doing this, he needs to be doing that, whatever, cool. Do what you want to do, feel how you want to feel. But what are you doing as the mother?
You need to get yourself right, man.
What are you doing because don't forget, there's 2 parents. I don't get it. We're not living in the 1920s anymore. Women out here are fighting for that equality. You're probably one of those women too. She's probably one of those women out there too. I deserve respect. I deserve to be treated with respect. Wants all that equality shit. And then when shit like this happens, then it's a structure thing. It's a man role, women's role.
It's funny because at some point, probably even now, if they're eating McDonald's, these kids are either in daycare or JK, kindergarten, which is at least 6-7 hours a day. What are you doing throughout those 6-7 hours a day? You remember school is free apart from having to feed your kid, but school is free. So what are
Right.
you doing? You're childless. There's no kids in the home. What are you doing? Why don't, to your point, why are you not working? And like I said, I wanted to just say one thing though. I would feel kind of fucked up. Right? I know that this woman is a piece of shit. She's not there's kids, there's children, more than one in the home hungry. I would feel fucked up if I bring just one kid food and I know there's 3 other kids there that are literally hungry. The baby mom is fucked up. The fathers are fucked, like they're wastes. I'm the only one who's doing shit. I'm not gonna lie, I would feel messed up. I'd probably bring them food. It's just the audacity that she has to feel like he has to do that. Like it's the word is for the day, kids, is responsibility. It is not his responsibility. If he did that, does that make him responsible? No. He's responsible because he's doing it for his kid. It'll make him a good person, but
I understand. I understand your compassion. I understand the compassion completely, but he is acting the same way any other baby daddy who is not with the mother would act with their own children. He's acting the exact same way. It doesn't matter. Even if okay, let's say that these two have children, had a child together, right? They end up separating, and now the wife goes and gets married, has a separate family, and she has a kid with this other baby father. Now when the child that is with the baby daddy that's separate, when he goes over to the crib for the weekend, is the child that she has with her new husband supposed to go over to his house for the weekend too? No, that's not how it works. He comes and he gets his child and he takes his child for the weekend. And the other child stays at the house. It's the way it works. I take care of my kid when I come over. We're not together.
Yeah, but you're creating a circumstance where there's another responsible man in the home. The situation we were looking at, based on the narrative, he's the only one. There's nobody else looking after these children, not even this bum ass woman.
I get it. And then you take it, you don't have to think about, oh, what's happening with this other child if they're starving and all the other thing. I still stick to the same thing. I could take the father out of the situation. The baby daddy's responsibility is to his own child.
That's what I said. That's the word of the day, folks.
It's to his own child. And while you can feel compassion and feel sorry for these other children that are not being taken care of, I have my own bills that I have to pay. I have my certain income that I have in, and kids are not cheap. When it was diaper time, were these baby daddies buying all the diapers for the kid?
No, you probably on a program, get some free diapers. Could wash diapers.
They have that program?
I don't know, man.
They have that program?
I have no idea.
Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people be trying to sign up for that program.
I'm pretty sure
they qualify or not.
I'm pretty sure you can get some free Pampers somewhere. I don't know. I could be wrong. Keep me honest.
I'm just saying, when the expenses were coming in, when the baby was younger and the real expenses were happening, I had to dish out this. I got to do this. I got to do that. Were the other baby fathers contributing to that?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay, because if they weren't, then too fucking bad. It's not a community. You're not. You didn't create your own country by having all these children, huh? So we don't owe the government here any taxes. I take care of mine.
Bro, all I know is that's why I don't know. All I know is my phone would have came out because you're talking about exposing me. I'm going to expose you to the world as just a waste.
She did.
No, her identity.
And she looks worse than he does.
You can't see
so I don't need to do anything.
Her face is not there. You can't see her. All you can hear is her voice. She allegedly goes by Lisa. So I would have exposed. In fact, I hope he does expose her. Let the world know who she. But guess what? He probably won't, because he's probably a decent guy. He's probably like, damn, I don't want these.
It's the internet.
But
somebody's gonna find out who it is.
Well,
somebody knows who that is.
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't want the kids to grow up with like, damn, that's my mom. You know what I mean?
But that just shows what type of man he is even further.
That's what I was saying. He didn't do it, because I know I would have done it. Like, really, you would have put me on blast like this? I would have did this video that I'm doing right now with her face plastered right on.
He's obviously just concerned about getting his kids some food and not all this other shit that she's concerned about.
All right. Well, viewing public, what are your thoughts, man? I want to hear from the ladies. Any responsibility here from this guy towards the other children? Be honest, it's YouTube. I can't really see you. Leave it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And what do you think of this woman